Hey guys, what's up? Today I'm going to be trying a kind of a different video. I see lots of people show pack openings and booster box openings and stuff. I never really see that many mail calls. Well, I'm going to call this video Yu-Gi-Oh! Mail Call because I went on Amazon and I ordered a lot of cards. And I'm going to open them so that y'all can see what I got. I would just like to say first that I usually prefer to buy singles online. I've never even bought a booster box before in my whole life. So I just always felt like it was sometimes cheaper to buy the single cards online. And when you do buy cards online, it's very, very important that you make sure you're going to get free shipping, because otherwise they will charge you shipping on each card. I would like to say that these all came from Amazon. I bought them from certain manufacturers as well as individual shippers. I'm not trying to promote anybody in this. That's just simply who I bought the cards from. So first, A Shimmer. I would like to say this, that I'm not really a meta player. I probably will never make it to even a regionals. I'd like to buy cards that I enjoy, that I think are good. There you go. That I think are good. And I don't know if this is like a super rare one. It's a shiny. That's all I know. It's shiny. And I really like it. And Stardust Shimmer is pretty good because even though it says Stardust in the name, it can summon any dragon synchro from your graveyard. So you could do Stardust Dragon, Scrap Dragon, Hot Red Dragon Archfiend, Sansera, the Dragon of Rebirth. And all you have to do is banish stuff from your graveyard. So this card really can come in handy. I used to play it in scraps a lot, but it's very good in my opinion. But then again, what is that worth? Alright, now next is a card who needs no introduction, Shooting Quasar Dragon. Now I know that this card got reprinted in Legendary Collection 5Ds. Before it was only a Shonen Jump promo that was worth a crap ton of money. I got this one for probably $250 or so. I've never had a Quasar before. I love Quasar. Quasar is so good. And I play Synchrons a lot, so I'll probably put it in my Synchron deck. Put those over there. The next thing is that I got from the newest set, Dragon of Legends 2, I got 2 Roulette Spiders. Now, Roulette Spider is a gamble card. I kind of consider it a bit of a tech choice too. It's got 6 different effects. The first 2 not being that great for you, but the next 3 being pretty decent, because it can basically turn itself into a magical arm shield or an astral barrier. It can also be a magic cylinder, or it can just flat out be a Regeki break. So Roulette Spider, in my opinion, is really good. I probably won't see that much meta play, but I usually do a lot of fun decks and budget decks, so I would definitely use it. And then the last thing I got was a Silver Calcos. I wanted just to buy the whole Legendary Collection 3, but it's like $40, and I'm not paying that. So until then, I just got the Silver Calcos, because that's another card that I've really always wanted, and it was a lot cheaper than just buying the whole set itself. Sorry, that was my foot. Alright, so I'll put those on the side. And the next thing is this. And I will say it again, a lot of the cards that I'm buying here, there's some that could be used in metagame, but I'm not really buying them for the sake of being competitive. I'm just buying it because I've always wanted the card. I think I can use the card, and that's why I have it. So this one is actually the World Champion Qualifier. Noah Green used this. This is number 0. And he's pretty cool because you summon him by overlaying 2 XYZ monsters with the same rank except for number monsters. And you could just pause the video and read his effect right there. But he's got a really great effect. He's really handy. And I got him as a result. Now the next cards, Cyberjar. Yes, I understand that Cyberjar is banned, so I never would actually be playing in a tournament. But like I just said, I play with my friends a lot at home. We just put decks together, and they would have no problem with me using this card, and I wouldn't have a problem with them using that card. It's just a card that I've always wanted. I think Cyberjar is awesome. And who knows, maybe one day Power Creep might take it off the ban list. And when that happens, I can say that I have a Cyber Jar. Now next, some more people will probably be aware of this. I have two Gear Giant X, and then I also have two Superheavy Samurai Big Benki. Now let me explain. I bought, probably last month, a Superheavy Samurai deck off of Amazon, because Superheavy Samurai, if you've never heard of it, it's a really interesting deck that doesn't really use spells or traps, because a lot of the monsters will not be able to use their effects if you have spells and traps in the graveyard. So there's lots of monsters that substitute the need for spells and traps. Like there's monsters that prevent your cards from being destroyed by battle, being destroyed by card effects. There's some that acts as a Regeki. There's some that acts as kind of like a negate attack. There's just a whole bunch of good ones. And since you can't use any searcher spells or traps, these are really good searchers, because all the Superheavy Samurais are machines, and most of them are level 4 or below. So if you can create Gear Giant X, it helps add a lot of consistency and speed to the deck. And Gear Giant X, when it first came out, was $60. Then I pulled one time that was $30, and I got $30 of store credit. But now, I think these are only 86 cents. So if you really want to get yourself a Gear Giant X, go on Amazon, because they're really cheap. Okay, so next one is Junkgardna. I like Junkgardna. Once again, this isn't that much of a meta card, but Junkgardna has been able to be quite formidable. It's got a 2,600 defense points. It's level 6, and we don't really have that many good level 6, but you can summon it with Junk Synchron, as well as Quick Draw Synchron. And then there's another one that they have, but I don't remember its name, that can also summon it. But it's really, really good, at least for competitive or casual play. I like it. I wanted it, so now I have it. And then next, I have 3 Reborn Tengus. Now, Reborn Tengu was a little bit more expensive. I think each one was worth about $2.50 or $3, which is still really not that much unless you're just a really cheap person. This card used to be really good when it first came out, because you had it at 3. Synchrons were able, Synchrons and just other Synchro decks like Scraps were able to abuse the heck out of it. I'm not sure if these work that well with Exceeds, because the whole ruling like Exceed monsters aren't on the field, but they do get removed from the field. So you might be able to summon. It's got 1,700 attack points. It's a Beast Warrior, so it works with a couple of cards that people don't normally get to use. And it's a wind attribute. So if you were able to get 2 of these together, you could summon a Lightning Chidori. And we all know how great that card is. The next one. What is it? Alright. Oh, yes. I bought 2 Reflect Bounders. Now, once again, Reflect Bounder, probably not a meta card, but Reflect Bounder, especially back in the day, was a force to be reckoned with. It's a light attribute monster, and so you could use that for cards such as Chaos Sorcerer or Blackluster Soldier. It's a machine type, so you could search out this card with this card if you really, really wanted to. I always thought Reflect Bounder was a really great card, because since it had such high attack points, your opponent always had to take at least 1,700 or 1,800 points of damage just to run over this card. These days they have a lot more card destruction effects, but if you can get past those and your opponent just has to try and attack over this thing, it can be pretty good. Aw, look, there's like a smudge right there at the very corner. Oh well, it's okay. It's whatever. Anyways, some of these were not perfect condition. They were near mint, so that's probably why. Now, I bought 2. Let's see. This one, I believe, is an ultra rare, and this one is the ultimate edition. Both of them come from the Dueling Genesis. Now, let me give you a little bit of story. One time, I bought a Thought Ruler Archfiend when it was about $13 or $15, and I had it for a while, and then I traded this guy 4 cards for it, and then I bought a card pack, and I got 2 of the cards that he traded me for. I got Drill Synchron, Drill Warrior, Junk Destroyer, and Synchro Ejection. I got a Yusei card pack, and I got the Drill Synchron and the Drill Warrior in it. It made me kind of mad. So I haven't got this card in a while. It's still really good, and even though its ability could really only affect itself, it's a very powerful level 8 monster. And it can, if you're in a bind and you have low life points and you can destroy some of your opponent's monsters, Thought Ruler Archfiend is definitely a dude to have on your team. Let's see, the last two come from, I ordered, Core TCG is on Amazon, and I'm not trying to promote them or anything. I'm just simply letting you know who I bought them from, okay? Let's see. Alright, I think this is it, actually. I got a Fiber Jar, and I got DD Unicorn Knight. Now, Fiber Jar, obviously that's banned, but just like in the case with Cyber Jar, I really, really wanted the card, and I don't ever see this coming off the ban list, but I could see like Morphing Jar or possibly even Cyber Jar coming out one day. But until then, I'm just going to keep playing this for fun with my friends. And then DD Unicorn Knight. This card, most people probably haven't really even heard of this. This came out in this card pack. Like the playmat you see right here, that's what this card came from. And basically, it kind of has a really specific situation, so it can be hard to play. But if you do have a monster that is banished, and you do have a tuner monster on the field, and you summon this card, you can summon one of your banished monsters. I always thought that this would be good with like a Kobold Hedgehog. If you've banished Kobold Hedgehog before, you can get it back with this card. But it can't be normal summoned or set, and that's one of the only things. But it's a warrior, so it can be searched with Rhoda, and it's a light attribute, so it can be banished after you're done using it. Let's see. I don't have any more cards, so once again, I'm just going to review everything that I got. I got 2 Gear Giant X's. I got Fiber Jar, DD Unicorn Knight, 2 Thought Ruler Archfiends because 2 is way better than 1. 2 Reflect Bounders, one of them with a smudged thing right there. And my beloved 3 Reborn Tengus, which I will more than likely add to my Synchron deck. My Synchron deck, which if you watch my Yu-Gi-Oh! Chronicles series, I use that a lot. I would definitely put my Reborn Tengus in there because I don't have enough beaters. And then at the same time, Reborn Tengu is great because once I use it for Synchro Summoning, I can summon another one. So Junkgardna, just because I wanted it. 2 Big Benki because I only had 1 before. These are, I think, super rares or something, and I had a rare. And I needed 2 more to make the Superheavy Samurai deck complete, so I more or less have it complete now. I had the Cyber Jar. I had the number 0. I had the Seal of Orichalcos, because watch out, it'll take your soul. And I have the awesome Roulette Spiders from Dragons of Legend 2. Stardust Shimmer, which I still feel is good. And then Shooting Quasar Dragon. So, I'm being kind of silly. But if you guys like this, I will maybe start doing some more. And even if you don't like it, I still probably will do more. Because I've never done this before. And I always kind of wanted to. Just to kind of display my interestingness. I'm actually going to a sneak peek for the newest booster set coming out. Which I don't even remember this name. But it's the one that has the Red Eyes Dragon support. If you guys like this video, then give it a like. And if not, then just move on. Bye-bye.